beautiful ladies, handsome gentlemen,
Wow.
most eloquent evaluators.
Wow.
If one door closes, there's going to be another door open. But we often fail because we look at the door that is closed instead of looking at the door that is open for us. This is a powerful saying from the most brilliant scientist, Alexander Graham Bell, sorry. Mr. Alexander tells that, which is really true, that most of us look at the past and we keep stressing ourselves and also keep worrying about the things that we don't have control over. That's why we are not looking at the opportunities that is just in front of us. We are not trying. Okay, how many of you have your first love and not successful? See, I can see all of your hands right now. Okay, that is true. I'm also one of the victims. That was when my first love broke up with me. I was very sad. I was depressed. And also I was totally unconsciously spreading out the sadness to all my family members in my home. You know how? Even my father, my mother, and my little puppy is also sad. I didn't realize that up front. But then my father used to tell me, RJ, don't worry. If one door closes, there's going to be something opening for you. But it's not just right time. I couldn't convince myself at that particular moment because I was very sad, but still I was trying to move on. You know, just like any parents would think, in India, whenever you see your son at this age having a heartbreak and keeping on depressed, the only thing that thought comes to their mind is, get him married, he'll be all right. So that is what every parent that would think. So that is what my parents also did. Because my mom is so giving me more love and affection than any other mothers can do. Because she always keeps on telling to everyone non-stop, my son is handsome, he's tall, slim, maybe a chubby chocolate ball, but at least he do not smoke, he do not drink, and he don't have any other bad habits. She sees me like a complete package with the perfect BMI. So that's why we started to look bride for me. Then we started looking for different types of women, and even there's a basic tradition in India saying that 3 things is very, very applicable for all the grooms who are getting married. Okay, the first rule is you'll never get a chance to meet your wife before marriage unless you're very, 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 very lucky. The rule number 2 is you have to consult with the elders, where they'll give you 2 options. The first one is to get married. The second one is to get married. The third rule is you have to have with a horoscope compatibility checkup. You have to go for this checkup before you start the event. Because if there is a belief that if the horoscope matches, either you stay happy or pretend to stay happy for the rest of your life. That is how we started looking for a bride. And then finally, but my family is totally opposite. They said, my father called me, hey RJ, come here. Your wife, you can choose because your wife is your life. Then I was just trying to move on a little bit and try to console all my sadness into me instead of sharing it to others, okay? Then on a bright sunny Sunday evening, I was being invited for a gathering in Expo. You know, how many people were there on Sunday evening? I've been invited there. So there's amongst thousands of people there in the Expo hall, I was looking at only one person. You know, that was the time. Until that moment, I've never felt that. I didn't believe in love at first sight. But yes, I did. I did fall in love. We dated together. Because the first time when I saw her, I knew that she was the one that I was been looking for so many years. I don't know why I felt it, but I felt it. Then, I even felt like the mighty Zeus, you know, the god of thunder, where I was like holding the thunder in my hands, where electricity is passing through my brains and my whole body. And finally, I even thought of powering up the whole Singapore with my electricity. Then, eventually, I just move on, and then I just talk to her, and finally I found my love of my life. Because she's very sleek, sexy, smart, and she has a very classy way. And the most important thing is, she takes care of me completely, from my health to wealth, reminding me of all the pills to bills. And even, she works around 8 to 10 hours per day. You know, very hard. She's a very hard worker. And even though she's out of her battery, she still makes me happy and makes sure that I fall asleep first. So sweet, right? That's the perfect one. You know, every time when she clicks at me, you know, click. When she clicks at me, I feel like I'm Tom Cruise with filters, you know? So that was the moment that I felt that it was a real love. So I'm very happy that she's here today with us. Okay? With your permission, can I introduce her? I can't hear you.
Yes.
Okay. One second. This is my smart partner I've been talking about. She works 8 to 10 hours a day. And every single day, she turns me on. And every single night, I charge her in the bed. You know? That's why. Guys, please remember the saying, if ever one door closes, because my previous love has dumped me. You know, my previous love has dumped me. But I was sad. So I'm asking not to be sad. Do not worry. You will definitely have a bigger, upgraded version than you've expected. Okay? So do not lose your hope. Try to find a solution. Look at the way. That is why my title is OCBC. One door closes, there's going to be a better one coming at your way. Thank you. Back to me.